Hi guys, welcome back to Little Piece of Heaven Farm, and today we're doing our first canning video of 2022, and we're going to can up Succotash. And Succotash is very old. A lot of the southern states add tomatoes into it, but I was brought up with just corn and lima beans. And so this is how we're going to do it today. These were on sale, so I bought, I think it was a 2 or 3 pound bag of corn and a couple, like 3 little bags of lima beans, and I just pour them together. And we're going to pressure can these today for 60 minutes in our pressure canner. So everything's going to be cold. The canner's cold, the jars I'm using are cold, and the vegetables are cold. So this is more or less you coming in and watching me do a canning video, like visiting, more or less. So it's not really a how-to, but I mean, for some of you new canners, you know, I'll talk to you through it. And we're going to can it an inch head space, so this is the first ring for an inch for you new canners. So we're gonna put our vegetables all in our jars. I don't know how much this is gonna make, and it's just one of the first things I'm putting up on the shelf this year. I am running low on vegetables. I have canning videos of chicken, some ground turkey I did, ground beef. They're my older videos. I'm going to have to be doing some more of those too this year. So, yeah, this is just something different. You used to, back in the day, I guess I'm aging myself, but hey, it's okay. I'm in my early 60s. When I was a kid, you always found these Succotash either in can form or frozen. And I know my mother used to make them for us all the time. It was at least one of the vegetables that I remember growing up having. So I'm like, why not? Let's do something different. I still have, you know, some mixed vegetables we did. You know, everything I'm gonna have to do probably another pantry tour of what we did, you know, an inventory, so I can know what I need. And I do have in the freezer, when I started making some marinara sauce back in the summer, I got it processed to where I needed to put it in jars, and I stopped there because I was so tired and working so much, and I'm still working a lot. Most of us at work are averaging 6 days a week, and that's probably like in a lot of places. I mean, there's plenty of jobs out there. I just don't understand why people don't want to work. But that's just me. Anyway, yeah, if you have any other suggestions on what to can, feel free to leave them down in the comments. Because, I mean, you can use, like I'm using now, store-bought frozen vegetables, and it's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to have a garden to can food. If the stuff is on sale at a reasonable price, I think the lima beans were like 88 cents a bag, And the corn, I want to say maybe $1.30, $1.50 maybe, for a 2-pound bag. So I use like 3 pounds of corn, so I have about another pound in the fridge. And yeah. So let's see. This made 2, 4, 6, 8. Well, this is a little shy, but I fill it up with water and it'd be perfect. So 9 pints. So what I'm going to do now, I have cold water in my kettle, and I'm just going to fill it up to the 1-inch headspace. And we're going to debubble all these. And this is something easy. I mean, some people will heat the vegetables up and do everything hot. I'm like, well, it's going to be cooking in your canner anyway for 60 minutes. I don't want them to turn into mush. 60 minutes is long enough. So this is how I do frozen store-bought vegetables. Everything's cold, so remember. And I'm also using metal lids today. I was kind of lazy, didn't want to dig out my glass ones. And a lot of y'all don't have glass. And I get a lot of questions about them, but they're fun to use. And I like using them. They are a learning curve to use them. And yeah, to be honest with you guys, I did have some fails last year, well, from canning, but just like regular lids, I mean, sometimes you get fails on those too. And I'm cleaning the rims with vinegar. And I do heat up my lids. The new lids, I just don't trust them. And there's just finger tight, guys. So this is the first one going in the canner. And it's going to be a new experience for me canning on this gas range. This is the first canning ever. So it's going to be an experience of its own, more or less canning all over again, because I have to find the sweet spots on the stove to can. I knew where they were on my electric one. And always debubble, guys. Even if you're just doing it the way I'm doing, make sure you debubble and clean your rims. I didn't add any salt to this. You could, if you want. I don't. In a lot of my vegetables, I'm like, why? It's only adds flavor. It's not for preservative. So we're just going to keep going, doing this. And, yeah, just rambling on. But yeah, guys, if you have any ideas for canning videos, let me know. It might be something I haven't canned. Like I want to do tuna one of these days. I have never done that before, but I heard it's supposed to be tremendously good. So I want to try that. But one of these days we're going to have to go to the coast to go get a tuna. The store I work for, we don't carry the whole ones, we just carry pieces, I guess you would call it. And it wouldn't be economical for me to just buy pieces and can it, unless they were on like their 30% or 50% off sale, like I call the poor box. And it's been so long since I canned with metal rings and metal legs. And what have you guys canned so far this year? You know, you can can all year round. And this is my favorite pastime, is canning. A lot of work on a lot of things that I can, but it's fun. And this is just some stuff that I like to can. I don't consider myself an expert or a pro, whatever you want to call it. Oh, I need a couple more lids. But yeah, I don't consider myself a pro. I've just been doing it for so long. And I do some rebel canning. That's just me, and I will put a disclaimer out if it is a rebel canning. So for you new canners out there, get yourself some books, or even take a class if you have classes in your area on canning. I know some colleges have like little classes or extension offices, and yeah, take some. Okay, last jar. This is a lot of fun. We started at, what, 9 o'clock? It's 20 after. So about 20 minutes, we had this all done. This is fun things, and you know, some people ask me, well, why are you canning frozen vegetables? Well, it's like this. It's what I want on my shelf, and what if electric goes out and your freezers are thawing, and you have to get busy canning, right? And these are shelf stable for 18 months to a couple, 3 years. So why not have them on your shelf? Shelf stable. And to have your freezer space for other things like ice cream and things like that. The good stuff. You know, we even can some meats too that have meat that's shelf stable, but I mean, yeah, I could have kept them in the freezer. They would have kept up freezer space, but yeah, I just like having food on my shelf, so I know, you know, even though I work in a grocery store and I'm there just about every day, you know, I can pick up stuff. But, you know, a lot of times, you know, how about leave? I don't want to go shopping after work. So, you know, I have a lot of my easy meals, or, you know, things happen, and, you know, I have stuff on the shelf that Farron can cook up, or, you know, if we both come home late and didn't take anything out, we get easy meals. But anyway, guys, I'll bring you back when they come out of the canner, and it's going to be 60 minutes pressure canning. So I'll bring you back when they're completed. Okay, guys, they just came out of the canner, and that's our succotash. Looks pretty good. There was a little bit of siphoning, but hey, it happens. Anyway, guys, thanks for coming by the farm today and hanging out with me and doing this quick little canning video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a great day. Bye now.